hadith in Islam, because it deals with the pillars of Islam, with the pillars of Islam. So this is for hadith. Concerning the biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the biography of the Prophet highlights his sallallahu alaihi wasallam life since his very birth to his sallallahu alaihi wasallam death. When he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born, where he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born, was he an orphan or not? Who looked after him sallallahu alaihi wasallam after the death of his mother? When he sallallahu alaihi wasallam became a prophet, before being assigned as a prophet, what he sallallahu alaihi wasallam did, what he used to do, to whom he sallallahu alaihi wasallam get married to, and why did Khadija, Allah pleased with her, choose him sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not anybody else, to be her husband? And what about his sallallahu alaihi wasallam going to Ghar Hira, the cave of Hira? Okay, and how did the disbelievers of Quraysh act with him sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he said to them, I am the messenger of Allah, I am the messenger of God to you? And how long did he sallallahu alaihi wasallam stay in Mecca? And when he sallallahu alaihi wasallam migrated to Medina, and what are the first procedures, what are the first steps he sallallahu alaihi wasallam did in Medina? Okay, what about his sallallahu alaihi wasallam battles with the disbelievers, with the Jews? What about his sallallahu alaihi wasallam covenants? What about his sallallahu alaihi wasallam opening of Mecca once again in the 8th year of the Hijrah? What about his sallallahu alaihi wasallam letters and missives sent to both to kings of the world, asking them to embrace Islam? What about the battle of Tabuk? What about his sallallahu alaihi wasallam death? Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal used to say, this is a very impressive statement, used to say, we used to teach our children the seerah, the biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just we used to teach them the surah of the Quran. So the biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is of cardinal importance for our children, for us as men. Because if you know how he sallallahu alaihi wasallam acted in that particular situation, you are going to imitate him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And take care. We as Muslims are ordered to imitate just the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the companions. And the companions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. So your role model is just the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's just the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But he sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his sunnah gave us another instruction that we should also adhere to the sunnah, to the way. The word sunnah also means way of his companions, especially the rightly guided caliphs. عليكم بسنتي وسنة الخلفاء الراشدين المهديين من بعدي. All followers of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you should firmly adhere to my sunnah, to my way, and the sunnah, the way of the rightly guided caliphs Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali. So this is for the sunnah, for the biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, and mashallah, our brothers of Pakistan, you should have been about that, because we have the most impressive book on the biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been authored by a Pakistani brother and scholar, died I think in 2006, called Safiyur Rahman al-Mubarak Kafuri. Safiyur Rahman al-Mubarak Kafuri. This is considered the most impressive and the most famous book on the seerah biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam right now, because all the information in the book is authentic and well established. Authentic and well established. Okay, this is for the biography. Concerning fiqh, what is fiqh? Fiqh is to understand how to make purification after having sexual intercourse with your wife, how to purify yourself, how to perform ghusl, how to make ablution, what are the nullifiers of ablution, how to pray, what if you are now I'm gonna to for example to pray al-Asr prayer, but I remember that I did not offer al-Dhuhr prayer. Is it permissible for me to change my niyyah and pray the Dhuhr instead of al-Asr? What are the sunan of prayers? What are as-sunan al-mu'akkada? What are the nullifiers of prayers? How can I perform fast? What are the rulings of fast? What are the rulings of the zakah? What is the minimum should I give out from my money if it is reached the nisab, the level, the minimum level at which one must give zakah? How I can make pilgrimage to Mecca? All of these are topics of fiqh. So inshallah, this is how we are gonna to do inshallah for our lessons during the period. I think it's a very short one. That's why I said, please come to the mosque. Let's learn with each other, because you know, the seeking knowledge of Islam, and this is a very important point, brothers. Seeking knowledge of Islam is recommended or obligatory? Obligatory, yeah. Is obligatory, not recommended. Seeking knowledge of medicine is recommended. We say it's fardu kifaya. What's meaning by fardu kifaya? So now, if our community needs just one doctor, and Magid is a doctor, is actually a doctor, so there is no need for any other body to be a doctor. But to learn how to pray is a must. To learn how to fast is a must. To learn how to give out zakah is a must. To learn how to make hajj is a must. To learn how to learn how to have sexual intercourse with your wife is a must. To learn how to purify yourself is a must. To learn how to enter the bathroom and to come out of the bathroom is a must. To learn how to supplicate, the etiquettes of making supplication to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a must. So the Prophet ﷺ says, طَلَبُ الْعِلْمِ فَرِيضَةٌ عَلَى كُلِّ مُسْلِمٍ وَمُسْلِمَةٍ. Seeking after religious knowledge is an obligation upon every, is a duty, is an individual duty upon every Muslim, male and female. Male and female. That's why it says that the religion of Islam, the Abdullah ibn Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu arda, used to tell the followers who came after the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, your religion is like your flesh and blood. Your religion is like your flesh and blood. Because it is your religion, it is through the religion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will admit us. We ask him subhanahu wa ta'ala to admit us into the paradise. Otherwise, the other way around. We seek refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from that. So this is my advice and the mission I want to convey to my brothers and my sisters here, the members of the Muslim of Conway. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us and to bring us, all of us, to the right path. He subhanahu wa ta'ala is fully able to do so. So do you have any questions to me? Yes, go ahead.
Are you going to start tomorrow with the hadith?
Yeah, we're going to start tomorrow inshallah. I mean, according to the schedule Muhammad is going to tell you about. Brother Shima, I think that Muhammad sent you the schedule, right?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's good. So we're going to start inshallah.
Just want to introduce this brother is the oldest one. I mean, long time living over So he's the main member.
Remember as Harald Haq?
Brother Zal Haq, how are you?
Yeah.
He's a board member, Sinali is a board member, and third Muhammad is a board member, me is a board member, so there are 5-4 are right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this schedule we recommend that we should start it, right?
Okay.
Did you get a chance to look at it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he sent out a phone. Yeah, we can start.
We want to make sure the reason I asked because I want to make sure the times. If you guys thought those were the best times for the right
So, yeah.
So like Saturday for the women and the kids, is that a good day? Do you see what I'm saying?
I think it's good.
Okay. That I wanted to get y'all's opinion because you guys have the most kids and obviously the wives.
Alhamdulillah, and I'd like just to say an advice to my eldest brother Shima. You are the president of the Muslim Center of Conway, meaning that you are responsible for all of us because you are arrived. As the Prophet ﷺ said. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And by the way, this is a big responsibility on you because Allah Almighty is going to hold you accountable for all of us. This is a big responsibility. So you are the president. The Prophet says, كُلُّكُمْ رَاعٍ وَكُلُّكُمْ مَسْئُولٌ عَنْ رَعِيَّتِهِ. Every one of you is a ra'i, is a guardian. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask him about those under his guardianship. So now you are the guardian. You are responsible for all the members of the Muslim Center Conway by virtue of being the president of that center. So take care. Because I told you the truth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is the hadith of Rasulullah is going to ask you about all the members of the Muslim Center of Conway. You should exert your utmost, and I'm with you, inshallah, to be more integrated, to be more effective, inshallah. Go
The
ahead.
brothers I know, I'm going to call them again to come over here. The brothers already over here, they know.
Mhm.
So it's up to them, they want to come or not. The brothers we are missing, they are not over here. I will call them to come over here.
Yeah,
And
And brother Sonali is going to talk to brother African brothers because they know more.
that's good. That's good.
Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi, I will call them.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, there should be more brothers.
Inshallah. Rabbil Alamin.
and the imam is also willing to go to their house. He thinks it's more effective to go to the house rather than calling, but it's all up to you, yeah.
No, if they come over here, I think it's the same thing. Rather, we are, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's just an option if you think it can work, yeah.
all the fifth board member is right there.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
board members are here.
inshallah Rabbil Alamin. Thank you. أنا أسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجمعنا دائما على الخير وأن يدخلنا الجنة برحمته سبحانه وتعالى. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.